Hey, yo, what's the deal? That's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag, you know what I mean? As of this recording, it is 10:26 a.m., April 19th, 2026. You know what I mean? This is the first and only video of the day. You know what I mean? And man, WrestleMania 42 Night 1 was in the books, and oh man, I don't know where the fuck to begin. I really don't. You know, first off, you know, the bright spot in last night's show, honestly, I'll keep it a stack with you. It was IShow Speed. Now, I mean, IShow Speed, you know, like for someone who is still inexperienced, right? You know, he did his thing. You know what I mean? Like with the, and you know, Dave Meltzer, this is why I say Dave Meltzer is a guy who, you know, hear him talk, you're like, what, like, why are you even talking, bro? Like, seriously. Dave Meltzer was like, oh, well, you made it, you know, he made it look easy, and, you know, it was a problem because of people like Liger and stuff. Dude, like, IShow Speed is, you know, giftedly athletic. You know, he's incredible. No, I mean, he, you know, the frog splash that he did was insane. He was able to take bumps good. Like, he was like a natural out there, right? In his first, you know, in his first WWE match, right? I would not be shocked if WWE gives him a contract. You know what I mean? I think, you know, he could follow the same route that what's-his-face follows, right? That Logan Paul follows. And so, you know, I think he's, like I said, I think he's great. You know what I mean? I think he definitely has a lot of potential, you know? Like I said, I would not be shocked if WWE gives him a contract, you know, strictly because, you know, strictly with the way how he handled himself in the ring last night, right? Now, let's get to the other parts of the show, right? Oh, man, I don't know what the fuck to say. I really don't. You know, first and foremost, what's up with the 8-minute matches? 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, you know, me and Mama Tag, we, you know, first and foremost, I thought it was about 7 o'clock that it started. No, it was 6. So, you know, me and Mama Tag, we was able to watch the Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu non-sanction match, which was not bad. You know, it definitely was not bad as such, right? But the short matches was just, I don't know, bro. Like, this is night 1, right? A lot of people were saying that night 1 might be the worst night 1 in history. And then I'm hearing people say, oh, this is the worst WrestleMania. He's like, shut the fuck up. It's 2 nights. You know, but night 1 was definitely not a great night. You know what I'm saying? It definitely was not, it was not a good night at all. You know, Paige came back, you know, and her and Thing won the women's tag team championships, you know. And then the main event, right? Cody and Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. My thing is, you know, and yes, also let me circle back to Bianca. You know, congrats to Bianca Belair. Now, I mean, congrats to Bianca Belair. You know what I mean? Like she's pregnant and such. You know, Bianca Belair is fucking gorgeous. Like she looks. You know, Bianca Belair, in my personal opinion, might have the most unique look in pro wrestling history. Let me tell you what I mean, right? Like, without the hair, she looks like a completely different person. A legit different person. Like, you know, if she didn't have, you know, the long ponytail and shit, you know what I mean? Like, she looks different. Like, if anybody see how she looks without her signature ponytail, like, she looks different. Like, she's unrecognizable. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to her, to Montez Ford as well. Congrats. You know what I mean? Her and Naomi, damn, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like I would love to have seen the finale of, you know, the whole Naomi, Jade, and Bianca situation, but no. Right? But listen, the main event was okay for what it was, right? But the fact that, you know, Randy Orton RKO'd Pat McAfee, right? After the mystery count. You know what I mean? Cody got the win, and you start to see heel tendencies of Cody, and then that's when Randy Orton came and fucked it up, right? So I'm assuming that the Pat McAfee experiment is over. You know what I mean? Pat McAfee didn't need to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just not a great wrestling. You know, we seen this last year, right? We seen this last year with WrestleMania, night one and shit, right? And you know, people complaining about the advertisements. Oh, you know, it's a walking advertisement. ESPN. But that's what it was going to get from TKO, right? You know, people were bitching about. I seen on social media people bitching about. Oh, and I'm outside getting ready to go buy a sandwich. You know, people bitching about the advertisements on the turnbuckles and such. Don't AEW do the same thing? Don't they do the exact same thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You know, but I think night one was okay. You know, it was a bad WrestleMania for night one. Night one, keyword night one. It's windy here. It was bad. You know what I mean? It was not a great night one. You know, luckily, you know, and yeah, I also had a lot of complaints too about, oh, Triple H don't give a fuck, blah, 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 blah. I think he don't care. He doesn't care. I mean, he personally does not care. You know? But here's the thing too. You know, before you guys say something about AEW's in a bad spot too. They're in a real bad spot as well. I mean, Darby Allin is your fucking world champion. And guess what? He's going to defend against Tommaso Ciampa. It was announced that his first title defense is against Tommaso Ciampa. I'm like, really, bro? Really? Come on, man. But anyway, listen. You know, night one was not great. You know, WWE has a chance. I guess this what they do, right? Night one is basically like an introduction. That's just to bring people in and shit. And then night two, bam, it's when the good shit. And there's a lot of good matches too. You got the 4-way women's tag team championships. No, fuck mind me. No. It's early in the morning. Early in the morning. You got Over and Brock. You know, you got fucking Punk and Reigns. So all the good shit is in this show. All the good stuff. I believe Dom and Finn is also in night two. You know, like they're, you know, like night two is shaping up to be a way better WrestleMania than night one. I just hope it's executed better than night one. I just hope. I just hope. But yeah, like I said, the bright spot was ISO speed. You know what I mean? The bright spot in all this was ISO speed and oh yeah, let me also mention something else too. I feel like I gotta bring this up also. You know, I noticed that I seen on social media where they have video of people walking out when Cody won the WWE, when he retained the WWE championship. Right? And you know, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? You know, like, you need to turn this guy heel. You have to. You have to turn Cody heel. You have to turn Cody heel. If you don't, bro, like he's getting stale like bad mayonnaise, bro. He is. Now he's starting to get bad like you know, like day-old bread. You know what I'm saying? So, and Jelly Roll was also there too. You know, but the whole Pat McAfee thing, again, you know, Pat McAfee got go-away heat. You know what I mean? So it's like people don't want to see him at this point. Strictly because of, you know, the way how all this shit just came about with, you know, with this whole storyline and shit between Cody and, you know, and Randy. I mean, that you know, he didn't need to be there. I mean, he didn't really need to fucking be there. You know? But like I said, night one was not great. It was not fucking great at all. You know, it was very disappointing. You know, and let me also mention one final thing before I get out of here. I'm actually on my way to Jersey Mike's to buy a sandwich. The Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame, right? AJ Styles' speech basically lets you know that he's never wrestling again. He's never gonna fucking wrestle again. I know the AEW jerk offs are like mad, like they're breaking walls. You know? And also, speaking of the Hall of Fame, let me also give a big shout out to Nia and Lash Legend. The way, you know, their entrances with the demolition mask was fucking amazing. And the spikes and everything. I thought that was an awesome throwback. I thought, you know, because listen, Demolition at that time was a great fucking tag team. Here comes the action. The smash. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always compare them to the Road Warriors because the aesthetics of how they look and such. But, you know, shout out to them. You know. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to be out. You know what I mean? If something sensational happens, you know what I mean, I will definitely be covering it. You know, so I'm going to holler at y'all motherfuckers tomorrow. Peace.